You'll see. Good morning. Just driving to BART. Driving into BART. In the dark. Another day, going to work. No sun. When I get home, dark. Where do I spend all day? Inside. I think my UV intake is actually down to 0. Like, legitimately, maybe the weekends. I mean, okay, I get sun on the weekends, but if I'm wearing a wetsuit, I get it on my face. That's it. Maybe my hands, my toes. You know what I'm saying? It's fine. I really can't complain. I cannot complain. Yeah. I'm going to get on BART here in like 5 minutes. And I was just reminiscing on my favorite little BART memories. So that's fun. Memory. Oh, good morning. Oh, wanna watch me crash my car trying to back into a spot? Nailed it. What? Ooh. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Nailed it. Anyways, I was just remembering my favorite BART stories. There are two favorites. First off, there was the time it was a crowded BART train, and there was a fella who looked like medium sketchy, not super sketchy, medium sketchy. There was one seat open, and it was next to him, and I was really tired. So I sat down, and I was reading my book, and just like minding my own business. I could tell he was looking at me, but I was just like, nope, I'm just gonna eyes on the prize. And then he like goes in to shake my hand, and I'm a nice person. I shake his hand. Mistake. I'm never doing that again. He keeps my hand, and he looks at my thumbs, and then he looks up at me like this, and he goes, you look like you have nice toes. Oh, there are a lot of people on here. I was telling a story from BART. Yeah, good morning. Good morning. Anyways, I was sharing my favorite BART story where I accidentally shook a medium creepy guy's hand. And he kept my hand. Like, I shook his hand because he said good morning, and then he kept my hand. He looked at my hand like this, and then he looked up at me and he goes, you look like you have nice toes. I can tell by the way your thumbs look. And so now I'm kind of a bitch on BART. Like, I step onto the train and I become not a kind person anymore. Good morning. Where on earth is it evening? It is 6:24 a.m. and I'm going to work. Buenos dias. Am I okay? That was actually, I was a little shaken after that. That happened on a crowded train, so crowded that I couldn't get up and walk away. So I just sat next to him, and it sucked. It was super awkward. Yeah. And then my second favorite story was coming through Oakland. It was a really crowded train, commuter train, Arabian Gulf. My dad goes there sometimes. That's sick. And he just like, the doors open in Oakland, 2 cops burst into our train car, and they go, where's the guy with the knife? And everyone's looking around like, yeah, brother, where is the guy with the knife? What guy with a knife? Turns out there was a kooky wookie, like 2 cars back. Thank you. And there was no guy with a knife on my train, but there sure was somewhere else. So watch out for guys with knives. Shake no hands. Yeah, I just love BART. There was one time, yeah, Oakland is an interesting place, I would say. There was one time in Embarcadero, in San Francisco. It's like a big sidewalk on the waterfront, and I was walking on my lunch break, and I looked over, and there was a homeless man doing the Winnie the Pooh. Which, if you don't know where that is, that's little top, no pants. So his little wiener was out, and he was standing facing the crowd, peeing into a trash can, making eye contact with everyone that walked by, which is honestly acceptable. I'm not acceptable, impressive, not acceptable. There is a man behind you right now. No, there's not. It's impressive because he was not pee shy at all. He was very, very bold. No. Yeah, so Yeah, I agree with the 4 out of 10 thing. I got mistaken for a man 3 times in the last year. And I've figured out it's either this one hat that I wear, it's like this gray hat, or after I surf. I look like a dude, so that's cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is fair. Look behind you. Okay. If someone else says that again, I am gonna. Do I do cleaning videos? No, but I did clean my boyfriend's stove. It's from the 1930s, and that thing was quite dirty. I don't think it had been cleaned in like 2 decades, and it was super sick. Stop saying look behind me. I'm not gonna do it. I refuse. No, I have a boyfriend. And I refuse to look behind me. I will not be falling for that. But my train is in like 2 minutes. I do have to hit the road. I love BART. I'm just kidding, it just makes me bummed when I forget my headphones. No. Stop telling me to look behind me. Anyways, this is the BART parking lot. This is where I kick it. Fun fact, it costs $3 a day to park here, but they never check. And so maybe like 3 times a year you get like a $75 ticket, and it's way cheaper to pay the occasional ticket than pay for parking every day. Ooh, my AirPods are in my pocket. Yes. Except I started reading on the train. I've read more books since I started taking BART every day like a year and a half ago than I ever did in college, which is kind of sad. I was also kind of a bum in college sometimes. All I care about were the waves. So for this life. Well, who's that guy following you? No one's following me. I'm a BART veteran. I got eyes in the back of my head. Nice try. Where am I walking? Brother, I'm in the BART station. Let's go to work. Male or female? Depends on who you ask. I'm a girl. Yeah, check it out. The old BART station. Boom. Sometimes when I go through the BART gates, I'm in California, baby. When I go through the BART, actually I'm not athletic, it's one of my biggest failings. I cannot throw a ball to save my life. When you go through the BART gates, people try to tailgate you and like sneak in with you, and I don't like that. I brake check them. Oh, I'll show you guys our new BART doors. Let me show you what they do. It's cold. Leaving my peaceful suburbs. Boom, the BART doors. The buzz. Sweet. Take the bus in the Embarcadero to Outer Richmond today, which means I go through like the Tenderloin in San Francisco. If you don't know what that is, Google it. It's not nice. So that'll be fun. Fun little journey. Greetings. I'm sick. I went to Canada in August, but not Quebec. Other side. Me and 2 homies went canoeing on this like canoeing backcountry trip in British Columbia, and never in my life have I, well, we forgot our tent, which, not placing blame, it wasn't my fault, which is fine, except that they have the most aggressive mosquitoes on planet Earth, and it was just the worst. Like, I've never been so assaulted by a bug in my life. But it was a super fun trip. We spent like 3 days in the middle of nowhere in one of those inlets that's like only accessible by boat. We paddled there. It was super fun. it's like, it's not that cold, maybe like 40. Doesn't get that cold here. I have not replied, dear. Replied to what? Say it again. But it's not too bad. It's not a bad place to be. Which country am I in?
This is an elevator update from the BART Operations Control Center.
Which country do I
Behind
see?
yellow light elevators in the airport train
Wouldn't you like to
approaching
know?
platform 2.
Okay. It is BART time. Yeah, see, that's why I don't live in Quebec.
Yellow line, Pittsburgh, line.
Over my dead body would I live in Quebec. No offense. I just have this thing against the French language. So personal beef. All right. Got a buzz. Is in all her glory. Okay, I'm gonna go read my book now. Later, skater.